Yo, yup. That's right. That's right. Why am I awesome? That's the question, right? Why I'm awesome. That's what all the kids want to know. Dolce, why are you so awesome? And I've gotten so many questions on D-Bag Friday. Hashtag D-Bag Fridays. So many questions by so many people asking me, Dolce, why are you so awesome, bro? Bro, you're fucking awesome. Awesome. If I were you, that would be awesome. Awesome. You're awesome. Why are you so awesome, man? I get hired to do seminars around the world, with these people. And they all want to know. It's called the Why I'm Awesome seminar series. Have you heard of it? I break it down. I tell everybody why I'm so awesome. Do you want to hear why I'm awesome? On Douchebag Fridays on YouTube, Douchebag Fridays, D-Bag Fridays. Sorry. D-Bag Fridays. I got my glasses on, right? Because only D-Bags wear glasses inside with fluorescent light bulbs above their head. Jesus, what a D-Bag this dude must be. But this D-Bag is awesome. What am I even talking about today? Why I'm awesome. Here's why I'm awesome. I'm going to tell you why I'm awesome. I'm awesome because I don't give a fuck. I don't care what anybody thinks or anybody expects. I don't care about that. I'm awesome because I completely dictate my state of being. And it's work. It's work. It's always work, but it's the choice to work, to act upon, not to be acted upon, not to react to pre-act. And make sure that you're awesome. So I make sure I'm awesome. In everything I do, I make sure I'm awesome. And I work to be awesome. And I know today I'm more awesome than I was yesterday. I'm awesome because I'm not a child. I'm not a little boy. I'm not a little baby. I'm not an entitled little brat. I'm awesome because I expect to earn things. I expect to work very hard for things. I expect to not get the things I think I want when I think I deserve to have them. I expect that, and I work anyway. I delay gratification. I have long-term plans and short-term actions. That's why I'm awesome. I'm awesome because I do my best to help as many people as I can with whatever tools or means I can go about doing that selflessly, with no anticipated reward other than the personal feeling of satisfaction of doing something outside of the expectation. I want to help people. I try to help people. Is why I'm awesome. I'm awesome because I don't want to be told what time I have to leave my house and leave my girls. I want to be able to leave my house, separate myself from those enjoyable moments when I feel it's ready, when it's the time. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to do anything. I don't want to have to meet someone else's expectation. So I've structured my life to the best that I can so I don't have to. Now it's I get to, I want to, I choose to. I've changed the I have tos into the I choose tos. That's why I'm awesome. And the choose tos often require more work, more focus, more discipline, more delayed gratification. but it's the choose to, it's the choice. I'm choosing instead of the victim, the entitled, the unaware, the unactioned, the uninitiated, the unenlightened, the uninspired, who's acted upon. That's not awesome. So, why am I awesome? I think I just broke down the philosophy of what makes me awesome on D-Bag Fridays here with my glasses on. But what can be learned of this? What can be learned from this? What can be learned? What am I trying to impart upon you on this D-Bag Friday? Other than the ego gratification of telling you how awesome I am. I'm awesome, guys, because I work my ass off. I work, I struggle, I strain, I sacrifice by choice. I choose to, I embrace it, I run towards it, I expect it in order to create the life that I want instead of being a victim to a life that has been created for you. And that's the category most people fall into. And that philosophy will allow you great success if you choose your work, if you choose your toil, if you choose to delay gratification. That's the key to this. So let's answer some of these questions. Howard McMillan, I'm here on time. Paul Thompson, list of my doctors here in Las Vegas for my Well Fitness. Paul, I will shoot you a DM. I believe you shot me a DM, so I apologize, Paul. Amin, Dolce is the king. Thank you, Amin. Matt Johnson, Dolce, beer game is strong. Is your poop regular? And do you ever get sick? The beer game is working, I gotta give it a little love, little lotion time. Is my poop regular? You haven't heard about the one wipers, haven't you? I am so regular. The sun rotates based upon my bowel movements. That's how regular I am. And it's a thing of beauty, I must say. You want to talk about clean? This is you would re-eat this again. I could put this on a salad tray, and everybody at the party would eat it and say, "Oh my God, this is the most delicious bowel movement I've ever tasted." Do you ever get sick? Knock on wood, I haven't been sick in years and years and years. The last time I got sick was an upper respiratory infection after being on an international flight. So I would consider that a challenge. But the only time I've ever experienced symptoms of sickness, sinus, really more than anything, is after being on planes. And every time it's always after being on planes, and almost always, I believe, intercontinental flights, long trips. Seth, I couldn't hear you over the hound of how epic I am. What up, Seth? I like that. Does intermittent fasting work? Well, define work, define intermittent fasting. Eating 24 hours a day, not ideal. Eating 4 hours a day, not ideal. Find your happy medium. Black coffee, 2 cups a day, too much caffeine, or is it okay? Hot dog, that is up to you. I would say speak with your doctor, gain a level of understanding of what your tolerance is, if any, and then under doctor supervision, then see if you can enjoy some coffee. Myself, I can. Many people can. Many people can't. But those of us who can, ooh la la, baby. Getting married this September, so couldn't hit the July DDC. When is the next one? I'm ready. Steel Jack City. I get it. The DDC, Dolce Diet Certification and Nutrition Conference, is July 6th, 7th, and 8th in Las Vegas. 1 week from today. 1 week from today, we will be crushing education, knowledge, motivation, health, fitness, weight cutting, bikini, all the fun stuff. Health, wellness, longevity, digestive disorders, PCOS, prenatal, postnatal. Whoa, we get down and dirty. So next one, not sure yet. We might do next one out of the country. We've got some good offers or good opportunities in Canada, in the UK, and even down in Australia. We're probably only going to do one good out of country once this fall, and then most likely one here in December next year. That's the plan so far. Howard, 3 weeks to shredded, 215 to 195. Currently on the end of my third week. Energy is through the roof, killing my MMA workouts, and now finally pre-workout free. Finally pre-workout free. Howard, you make me happy. So Howard is down. I'm screenshotting that bad boy. Howard has lost 20 pounds already. He's lost 20 pounds. Howard has lost 20 pounds in under 3 weeks following 3 weeks to shredded. Did you hear that? Howard has lost 20 pounds in less than 3 weeks while following 3 weeks to shredded. You can go to thedolcediet.com right now and you can join the 4 or 12 week online personalized diet and exercise program so you too can lose an appreciable amount of body weight, of non-functional body mass. So you can start living healthy, being healthy, and seeing what it's like to finally feel good while hopefully, like Howard, losing 20 pounds in under Are you kidding me? Could you imagine if you lost 20 pounds in less than 3 weeks? Most of you haven't lost 20 pounds in the last 4 years. In fact, you've gained weight. Think about that. You haven't lost 20 pounds. Howard's lost that in less than 3 weeks following 3 weeks to shredded. The most successful diet and weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes. I say it time and time again because it's still true. It will always be true. It will always be true, and our results just get more apparent, and our science gets better as it continues. Go to thedolcediet.com and join your own 4 or 12 week online diet and exercise program, personalized for you. I love it. I love it. I love your results, Howard. You're crushing it, my man. Keep me posted on everything. That's awesome. 20 pounds is life-changing. 10 pounds is awesome. 10 pounds is awesome. 20 pounds is life-changing. Kaloy, I used to be awesome. Oh, man. Now I've sat on the couch for almost 2 years. Kaloy, you got to get to work, my friend. Get to work. Just right now, decide. Right now, decide. Go for a walk. Just go for a walk. If you can go for a walk, go for a walk. Just go for a walk. Just go for a walk. And you don't need headphones. You don't need to talk to anybody. Go for a 5-minute walk around your block, down your street. Go for a walk. Go for a 15, 20, 30-minute walk if you can. If you can just go for a walk down to the corner, turn around and come home. And if that's the farthest you've walked in the last 3 months, high five to you. That is perfect. That's what you need to do. And you need to do it now. You need to do it now, not wait until tomorrow, not set a plan, not buy a new pair of shoes. You need to do it now. Stand up, get your gear, and walk out. This will be here. Just start this back up at minute 12, at 13 minutes in. Start it up at 13 minutes in. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. Go for your walk and then come on back. That's what I would do. And that's what I, as one of the most sought after coaches in sports, says Sports Illustrated. One of the most sought after coaches in sports is telling you right now what to do. As long as you medically are capable of walking. I'm not telling you to start any diet or exercise program. But you need to act. You need to act now, not tomorrow, not later. Now. You need to act now. Everybody, now. This is the time. Right now is the time. This is the only time you have. Right now. Not a minute ago, not a minute from now. Right now. What you do, what you think right now is all that matters. So get out of your head. Get out of your way. Right now. This is what matters, people. Do you hear me? Do you see me? Right now. Yes, right now. Act and think better. Start to do better right now. Change your life right now. And every right now is the opportunity, not later. Don't just sit on the couch and yeah, I'll do that later, because you're not going to. You're not going to. Right now is what matters. I used to, but Johan, looking good and tough like a real man. Got a Harley. I don't have a Harley because I'm clumsy. I'm a clumsy person. I would love a Harley. My stepfather, or father-in-law, Angry Steve, he's got a Harley. I don't have a Harley because I'm clumsy. I trip going up the stairs at least once a day. Brandy just hears me and laughs. I mean, it's just me. I'm just a clumsy guy. So I love it, but I would not do that to the world. Nick L, listening while mowing the lawn. Is Dolce support on vacation? Haven't heard back in about a week regarding account questions. 3 weeks of shredded rocks dropped 27 pounds in the 4 weeks. I want to do it again. Oh, Nick, you guess. So that's about the reset, and that is my apologies. We did change over systems. That question was already asked of me by our support team, so you should have a response already. 27 pounds down, guys and girls. Nick lost 27 pounds in 4 weeks on 3 weeks to shred it. Herman lost 20 pounds in under 3 weeks. Nick lost 27 pounds in 4 weeks on 3 weeks to shred it. Could you imagine losing 27 pounds? 27 pounds Nick lost in 4 weeks following 3 weeks to shred it. And that's real weight. That's real weight. And that's a real lifestyle change. And what's even better is energy. Energy. That's the biggest thing. Remember, and I don't want to go too deep on this because I got to answer all your questions, which I love to do. 3 weeks to shredded was designed not just for maximum weight loss, which it does, 27 pounds in 4 weeks, right? That's almost a pound per day every single day. Herman, almost a pound per day, actually over a pound per day every single day, 20 pounds in under 3 weeks. Herman was. That's what we're shooting for. Not everybody will get there, but that's what we're shooting for. That's how the program was designed, because we were getting world-class athletes ready for weight class dominated sport, competing at the highest level, world titles, the NCAA Division I national tournament, the Olympics. I mean, the biggest athletes on the biggest stage follow this program with a 100% success rate. But it's not just about weighing that very, small weight, that massively reduced body mass. They have to compete. They have to compete at an Olympic, at a world-class level right afterwards. Sometimes just a few hours, like in the NCAAs, and sometimes 36 hours, like in the UFC. So you have to feel good. You have to feel good. You have to be eating well. You have to be eating properly. You have to make sure that we're hitting your essential required micronutrition and cofactors for health and fitness and performance and longevity and all that stuff. Do no harm, right? We do no harm is the number one rule. So you have Nick, who's down 27 pounds in 4 weeks, following our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com, which is available for everybody. Every one of you can do the exact same thing, but have your own personalized. That's the beauty of it. It's personalized to the individual. That's the beauty of it, down to the teaspoon, down to the gram, personalized. And then the exercise program is created for you based upon your inputs. You answer a series of questions that tells us exactly who you are, what your background is, what your training history is, what the intensity you train, even what your job is, so we can understand who you are. And then your goals, your 6 different goal systems, plus your personal goal weight. And that all affects the algorithm in that for the program that is designed for you. Nobody has a system like ours. That's why we see such great results. Johan, delayed gratification is a sign of an adult. Amen. Alex A. What's up, Alex? David Weinstein. Hey. Restarting 3 weeks of shredded program for an upcoming vacation. Love how quickly it works. Also, shout out to strength coach Adrian Ramirez and his Cure for the Core Volume 1. Great program. Awesome. David, appreciate that. David is back on 3 weeks of shredded once again. Worked the first time. He's back on it again. That's awesome. And our coach Aram, Adrian Ramirez, has his Cure for the Core program out, PDF program. So Adrian's going to get on the podcast here soon, and we will talk about it more. You'll learn about the Cure for the Core. Tony, just imagine how Eddie Bravo and Alex Jones would react to that t-shirt. Yeah, I don't get involved in all that stuff. Not that I agree or disagree. This awesome shirt, man. To me, it means something different. My daughter's wearing a NASA shirt today. She wants to go to space. So we're grooming her to be an engineer and/or doctor, hopefully multiple doctorates, or not. We're just cultivating the atmosphere, the environment with which she can grow and pursue her opportunities. She'll also have music and dance and other arts and the whole STEM package, everything, every possible exposure we give, such as NASA. So our daughters won't be watching Alex and Eddie probably for another, hopefully another 21 years. When they're in their mid-20s, out of college days, they can be exposed to them. Hey, restarting the 3 weeks of shredded program for an upcoming vacation. Got it. Dolce, you are awesome from the UK. Thank you, Paul. Louis, how do you feel about supplementing with B12 for people who very rarely eat meat? I have no problem as long as it's under your doctor's care. I can't specifically tell you to supplement with B12, but I can say it's a very good idea. You should discuss with your doctor. to ensure it's right for you. Gary Bonner, thanks, Coach. I appreciate everything. Gary, I'm here for you guys. Jay Hybrid. Remember, this is D-Bag Fridays, everybody. Coming at you. Boom, boom. Fix those eyebrows. D-Bag Friday. Who wears sunglasses indoors with the lights on? D-Bags do. Hey. Jay, sorry, guys. This keeps scanning by. It's kind of hard to answer that. Jay Hybrid, I'm a teenager and growing. I'm hungry all the time. I feel as though the nutritional dense foods I eat isn't really filling me up. What should I do? Because I can't really afford to always eat food. You say you're a teenager. Are you 13 or are you 19? I'm going to speak to you as if you are 19, as if you are an adult. If you are an underage, this advice does not apply to you. This information does not apply to you. And I must say, you must be under your doctor's care before starting any diet or exercise program. This is not medical advice. This is just a dude talking on D-Bag Friday. What we can say is whole foods, real foods, earth-grown nutrients are the foods that most humans should be eating, especially humans that are going through stages of development. We're not just looking for calorie-dense, but nutrition low foods. That's not the right way to go about it. What you need to be doing is finding high yield foods, real foods that will facilitate all of your goals, feeling full. And I remember growing up, I was eating 3,000, 5,000 calories, tons and tons of calories. I was always hungry. Always hungry, always hungry. So you might be hungry for a couple of years if you're in that, puberty bubble. The body's changing dramatically during that period of time. So I'm never going to recommend people eat processed foods. I'm never going to recommend you introduce synthetic chemicals into your body for some sort of non-health related reason. It just doesn't make sense to me. But there's great foods out there. There's rices and there's beans and there's potatoes and there's meats. There's oils. There's nuts. I mean, there's seeds. There's lots of calorie-dense, nutrient-dense foods out there that are known to be very filling. Very filling. Why not make a big fucking pot of our champion chili? You can do that. Get a couple pounds of a ground meat. I mean, ground meat is the least expensive of all the meats. Get a couple pounds of that. You can even get the dried bags of beans and just soak them in water overnight or so. Easy. You can get the cans. I'm not going to holler about a teenager using some canned beans to cook with. Some peppers and onions. Onions. A bag of onions is dirt cheap. It's like $2 for like a fucking big 10-15 pound bag of onions. Peppers, you can find peppers. You can get good deals on peppers around, couple dollars for a few peppers. Chop that bad boy up. I'll usually throw some hemp seeds in there too. Stir that real well. You can put in real tomatoes. I would. You probably don't. So the canned tomatoes is fine. Make yourself a big ass fucking vat of chili. And you're good. You're good. Power pasta. Just throw some, boil up some noodles on the side or some rice on the side. That's what I would do. I would make that big old massive chili, like 3 pound of meat of chili, be like a 8-10 pound, sauce pot. And I'd cook a few pounds or a few cups worth of rice, of quinoa, some potatoes, some pasta. And I'd just get like a bowl of rice and I'd throw the chili on top of it. It's probably like a 1,500 calorie bowl right there. You eat 3 or 4 of those a day, you're not hungry anymore. More questions. Thanks, Coach. I appreciate everything. You are welcome. Ryan, love the podcast with you and Stan. I implement both of your ideas into my everyday routine. Ryan, that's awesome. Big Stan, the world's strongest bodybuilder. Stan Efferding. Gotta get Big Stan back on here soon. Gary Bonner, by the way, thanks. Your meal plans. I am up 10 pounds and looking way healthier than the ectomorph I'm used to looking at in the mirror. And that's another thing we do, guys. It's not just 3 weeks to shred it, but we put on lean functional muscle also. Gary came to us as an ectomorph. And in a series of a couple of months now, right, Gary? He was able to put on 10 pounds of lean, quality, solid muscle. And all the juice heads are like, oh, I put on fucking 10 pounds in my first week on D-ball. That's not what we do here. We had lean, real functional muscle for life. The 10 pounds Gary put on, he'll keep forever. That's who he is now. It's not just a swollen cycle on and off. We're adding lean, quality, natural, healthy muscle, go nowhere muscle, we call it. That's the goal here. So, yeah, shit, I'll take, fuck, man, I'll take 10 pounds in a year with my background and experience and current level of muscle mass. The bicep of truth, by the way. It's been a while since I've showed it off on D-Bag Fridays. The tricep of integrity right there. See that? Hanging tri. Boom. Why not? D-Bag Friday. That's also why I'm awesome. Dolce, is list on a treadmill okay when it's 110 outside? Absolutely, Seth. I'm with you. Johan, thanks for living lean. It's a huge part of my success. You got it, Johan. Carlos Ruiz, can you give me a brief explanation as to the science behind a food swap? For example, if a person wanted to swap almond butter for avocado. Well, when we talk about science, I think everybody gets too focused on science. Science. Well, science a lot of times is just fucking opinions. It's opinions. And science often, let me, hold on. A drink. A little espresso. Woo! Like, what science, and people, they just want to debate the science and they hang on to these fucking bullet points about someone else's work that was performed on test subjects that have no correlation to the people with which they're speaking at that time, and discussing results that have no impact or practical usage to the person with which they're trying to sell this story to. I see that constantly, specifically in health and fitness. So fuck the science for a minute here. Fuck the science for a minute. Now, when you're talking about like the science behind the substitution for a food swap, like almond butter or avocado, well, what's the purpose of the swap? Do you have an allergy? Do you have a digestive issue? Do you, like, why are we making the swap? And then we can talk about is there any science that matches that? But maybe it's just for the recipe. Maybe it's just because you need a creamy, higher fat source for some recipe. Shit, maybe it's brownies. We use avocado in our brownies, but I could certainly see using some almond butter along with a lesser quantity of avocado. So does the science make sense on that? That's my point. So yeah, I'd swap avocado and almond butter and even a whole egg. No problem. When you say later, that's already stalling your gains. Exactly, viewing. Gary, when you wait 2 seconds or 2 weeks, it's always going to be now. Exactly. Right on. Karen, what's up, Karen? Good day, Uncle Mike. I hope you're good. Dehydrated all the time. How can I rehydrate properly? Can I eat and drink water right after it? Yeah, 100%. Okay, so Karen, yeah, you got to get your water intake up. I live in Las Vegas. This is Death Valley. I drink 8 liters of water per day, period, the end. I salt my food constantly. I salt my water even. I make sure I'm taking in a high phytonutrient dense, micronutrient dense whole foods and produce, live produce, lots and lots and lots of fruit and veg and seeds go through my life. Lots of those micros, which is very important. Lots of citrus, lots of lemon, lots of lime squeezed in my water constantly. Raw honey, raw local honey, which is absolutely amazing. Like I said, sea salt sprinkled in. Just those are simple ways without me telling you specifically, because do you have a deeper issue? And I always have to stop myself before I go too deep in I don't give personalized information. I just give general information on these basic topics. But I always say, you go talk to a doctor and say, are you inordinately dehydrated for your climate and work output? You might want to go talk to a doctor about that. And this is not you, most likely, Karen, but I have a friend of mine who their child was just very, very like dehydrated all the time and sweaty and would just like go to the bath, like pee, constantly pee, no matter how much water they would put in. It turned out they had a very, very serious health issue. It's something to that we wouldn't even know. I'm just like sweaty all the time. I just gotta go pee all the water I'm drinking. It was an inordinate amount of time, and fortunately, they had an incident that scared them enough to go to the doctor and immediately diagnosed. I don't want to give too much information because I don't know that it's a public stories, but I'll just let you guys know. Any sort of anomaly, go to the doctor. You should be going to your doctor every 3 months anyway, right? For your wellness test. That's a given. Getting your blood work done every 3 months. But Karen, that's what I would do. Yeah, 100% right. Energy is crazy. Pop right out of bed at 5 a.m. for lists. Nick L down 27 pounds, and he's talking about the crazy energy he has. That is awesome. Uh-oh. Wife's calling. Hold on. Hey. Hello? Hello, I cannot hear you. I'm podcasting. I couldn't hear. I lost 8 pounds so far in 3 weeks of shredded. I'm on week 3, midway through. I feel like I'm getting muscle though. Is it strange? Just 8 pounds so far, Alex? No, that's exactly what you just said. Is very, 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 very common based upon what your answers were and how we set up the program. You are gaining lean muscle tissue and losing non-functional body weight. So you've actually lost most likely much more body weight, body fat than the 8 pounds that you see because you've gained muscle at the same time. And with the type of meal plan, of combination of foods, and the way we set up and waive those calories, and also if you're following the training program, which will fit specifically and perfectly for your background, your personal data, your age, your height, your weight, your work output, your training experience, will fit your nutrition and then fit the exercise program, hopefully creating that change that you're looking for. That's the goal. I call it stuffing the shirt. I don't want people to just lose weight. No, let's not just lose weight. Let's drop that body fat percentage, but let's increase lean muscle tissue, sustain it or increase it. And ladies, that we have like 5% female audience here. Those ladies, that the muscle is what gives the curve. Muscle, a little bit of curvy body fat on top of well-shaped, well-formed muscles, ladies. Guys know what I'm talking about. That's what's up. That's what all the women want. And then guys, just putting on lean muscle tissue while losing body fat. Fuck. You probably look like you gain 20 pounds of muscle. If you gain like 4 pounds of muscle and lose 8 pounds of body fat, you'll look like a completely different human. Though the scale's only like 4 pounds down. Larry Lee, thanks for recommending The Richest Man in Babylon. Just finished it and gonna listen a second time. You're the man, Uncle Mike. Larry, that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that. You're on the way, my man. The Richest Man in Babylon. If you guys haven't read it, haven't listened to it, listen to it. Change your life. Change your life. Change your financial life. You don't understand money. Different way to look at money. Richest Man in Babylon. There's like 3 million copies, some crazy number sold. And it's a tiny little book. It's a thin little book. Great, great, great story. So you just look at your work differently, your money differently, how you even go about your life differently. I'm starting UFC Fit this week. Hell yeah, Karen. You are going to crush it, young lady. Keep me posted. Grim. Hey, Mike from the UK. Does 3 weeks of shredded give measurements in grams, milliliters, etc.? Yes, it does, actually. Yes, it does. We have metric and imperial system. Vostal, did I stutter? Hell yeah. Joey Oliveira. Hey, Mike, down 17 pounds on day 16 of 3 weeks to shredded, on pace for 21 pounds. So Joey is down 17 pounds in 16 days following 3 weeks to shredded. We had Nick down 27 pounds in 4 weeks on 3 weeks to shredded. We had Herman down 20 pounds in under 3 weeks on 3 weeks to shredded. Those are just who was it? Larry, who's down 8 pounds. I'm sorry. And Alex down 8 pounds, and he's midway through 3 weeks to shredded. Crushing it. TheDolceDiet.com, guys and girls. If you want to get on, start feeling better, looking better, seeing that weight shift, like change your life with the proven system. It's the proven system. The world's greatest athletes use it and have 100% success ratio. No other team can claim that. No other system can claim that. Only ours can claim that over a 20-year period. There's a reason for that. And then we see just, regular awesome people that are crushing it. Joey's down 17 pounds on day 16 following 3 weeks to shred it. Be Joey, be a Joey, be a Nick, be a Herman. Best way to be a Karen. On the wagon after a week off. People tend to try to do something dramatic and make up for the weeks of debauchery. I just go for a walk. I increase my water intake. I start walking more often. When I increase my water intake, my digestive system starts to feel better. I don't eat any bad foods typically anyway. I just start eating more frequently of the right foods, the normal foods. Usually for me, it's like a 3-day phase in, and I like to phase in over the weekend. I don't like to go hard over the weekend. I like to phase in on starting like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when I hit Monday, I'm already clean and ready to go. And then I have my Monday schedule or lifestyle, which we all kind of have different rhythms because the world around us has a certain rhythm on Monday through Friday. So that allows it to be even easier. And it's just a transitional phase. Most people, they try and go too hard. Fuck. I don't even do any resistance training when I'm getting back into it for the first week. I do more mobility work. I get a PVC pipe or a broomstick. I do lots of good stretching, some body weight work. Maybe I'll grab the TRX bands or something like that and just do a little bit of that style of training, but very rarely. I ease into it. And then week 2, I start to pick it up a little bit. And I've made gains. Shit, I lost 5 pounds last week walking and doing some stretching, increasing my water intake, and just getting more timely with my meals. That's how quick it works. And that's what you get at the DolceDiet.com. That's what you get with 3 weeks of shredded and living lean. That's what you get with the 4 and 12-week program. You get this very gradual and efficient transition from who you were to who you want to be, who you deserve to be from a health and fitness and energy perspective. Joey, the following week, I am in Vegas for UFC 226, and it's going to be tough on the road after 3 weeks of shredded ends. When I get back straight to living lean, Joey, I would follow 3 weeks of shredded in Vegas. Follow it on the road, man. Don't fuck up. Allow yourself an earned meal. Pick 1 or even 2, depending. Every 36 hours, have an earned meal. How about that? I mean, that's what the elites do. I'm just telling you, I'm giving you some insider info. That's what the elites do. And you'll see how awesome life is in Vegas. You can get everything you want, man. Think about your salmon. You can get wild caught salmon sushi, wild caught sushi. Oh, awesome. With a whole thing of your veg on the side, maybe some jasmine white rice, depending on the version of shredded that you're on. That's what I would do. That's what I did in Chicago. I didn't break I was in Chicago of all places, home of the deep dish pizza. I lived perfectly. I didn't even break my meals. I just got, gourmet cooked versions of my meals when I went out to eat. So I was going out to eat with people, easy. This is it. That's why I'm awesome. Boom. That's why I'm awesome. Boom. D-Bag Fridays, remember? That's right. The following week, where do you see yourself in 100 years? In 100 years, it's possible that I'm still around. It's possible that you're still around. They say there's science right now, medical science, that will help the current population, some members of the current population, live to possibly 200 years. It's not outside the realm of possibility that any one of us here can live to 100, especially those of us under 50 or so, under 40. I'm 42, so hopefully I'm in that cusp. But really, it's all about right now. So living the best possible life that I can, and hopefully creating a stage or setting circumstances that I'm in a better position to achieve some sort of status like that. But if not, hopefully I'm still very present in the minds of those I love and hold dear and I'm surrounded by. Hopefully that is the case, that I've left such an impression on my family, my close family, my nuclear family. I passed down whatever I could to them, that it's may had a powerful positive impact on their life and hopefully the life of those people that they impact. So if I've only done that, high five. I'm stoked. Joe sub, I'm doing dips twice a week instead of bench presses. I feel my chest is getting enough stimulation. Will dips alone make my chest eventually underdeveloped? Dips are great, but you got to think in different planes, right? We move in multiple planes. Dips are great, that's vertical low. What about straight forward? What about this plane, the horizontal plane? What about vertical high? What about pressing up that way? And different forms, and bringing your chest, bringing your arm. That's what the pec does. The pec brings the arm across the body in a variety of different ways. So just train consistently. I mean, just think about angles, though. That's why we change it up constantly. What are your thoughts on the 10-minute walks after meals? Love it. I do it all the time. I walk all the time. Mr. Killatane, title's funny. Joey Oliveira, thanks, Mike, on the advice. Will protect my gains. Hell yeah, Joey. Mr. Killatane, just recovering from hand surgery. Any suggestions for micronutrients? Man, the deeper the color, the better. And the variety. That's really when I walk into the store, and this is there's no special blend, guys and girls. I wish there were. There's no special blend. The magic is the consistency of the variety of staying within real foods and getting a wide variety within real foods. So typically in my house, we try and go through 40 different plant-based products, different greens. We usually try and when we go to the grocery store, we try and buy 3 or 4 different green items. And hopefully each time we go, we get 3 or 4 different items from the last time. So hopefully we're going through a list of, 20, 40 different green items and red items and yellow items and orange items and purple items and just whatever color variety, deep, healthy variety. That's what we look for a lot when we go to the store now. We look for variety than quality, right? Quality of handling and growth. Um, bu- bu- bum. Bigger D-bag. The guy who trains at the gym never fought and calls himself a fighter on social media, or the tough guy who fights and smashes rookie students, causing them to go somewhere else. I'd say the bigger D-bag is the guy who goes to the gym, never fought, and calls himself a fighter, because then he's being a fraud. The tough guy who does fight and beats up the rookies. I know a lot of those guys. I was never that guy, thankfully, but I've met a few of those guys. And I've had a few of those guys try to beat me up, but fortunately, I was just tough enough, even though green, to not get beat up easily. And it was not as fun, I guess, to try and beat someone like me up instead of beating some of the others up in the early days. And that happens everywhere. So I think that the fake fighter, he's the bigger D-bag. They're both D-bags, though. Dolce, when I get my dates set for coming to Vegas, should I DM or email you to see if the gym isn't booked out? Hopefully you're not too busy for a photo. No, Seth, that'd be great. So send your email to support@thedolcediet.com. That'll go to our customer service team, and they will walk you through the process. They'll put it in touch, or whoever needs to be in touch as a point of contact for you if you are coming out. But that would be awesome. The gym is, we're here 7 days a week, but it's usually in blocks of time. So we need to know who's coming in, because we even have people, which is nice, rent our facility. So I'm not even here and the facility is being used and rented, but doors are locked. People buy the facility for a few hours, a day or a week or when they're in town, as you can imagine. So we have to be, I'm always around. I mean, I love photos. Buy me an espresso. All the photos you want. Cool. Unemployed Mario Saki. Good afternoon, Mario. Still no work, my friend. Jesus, you got to get back to work, man. But what are you going to do? Eddie Gonzalez, thanks, Mike. You are really the best. Eddie, I appreciate it. I'm just having fun with you guys, obviously, on these D-bag Fridays. And I'm all alone in my office. I got class going on out there. Coach Adrian Ramirez is teaching. We got some of the most amazing students on the planet out there getting their work and work. And I'm in here just talking like a madman all alone. But you guys are here to motivate me. That's why I like D-bag Fridays. I can bring out my inner D-bag. Yeah, what? This is stupid. But Brandy's like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like last week, she's like, really? Like D-bag Fridays now? That's that's who I've married. I'm like, sorry, baby. Jesus Christ. But I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll gladly buy all that stuff. I appreciate my man. Larry Crone says 3 weeks to shredded is the shit. Larry Crone, thank you, my man. It's the most successful weight loss program ever devised. 3 weeks to shredded at thedolcediet.com, as proven by the world's greatest athletes with a 100% success ratio. So when all those fools and foolettes are talking their nonsense on social media about how their program is the best, mine actually is the best. Mine is the best. It is the best because it's the only one with a 100% success ratio with the world's greatest athletes competing under the most rigorous of conditions. There's no sliding scale here. The most rigorous of conditions. And then they have to perform the next day, which means they have to feel good, which means we cannot erode their health or risk their health, right? It's the best. The best. And you can go to thedolcediet.com right now and you can do it too. Why not? It's there. Seth, behind every successful man is a woman rolling her eyes. Oh, that is the truth. Guys and girls, I appreciate you all on YouTube. You guys are awesome. And leave a thumbs up if you're here. You guys, all these follow people watching right now, leave me a thumbs up. Bang, 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 bang. I appreciate the thumbs up. I don't monetize the thumbs up. I'm probably not even going to monetize these videos because I don't care about the 17 cents or whatever that I'm supposed to get from Google. So probably doesn't make sense. I think this channel's made like $1,000 in the last year. And I put in about 2 to 3 hours a day on it. So you do the math. It's not worth it. And if you guys are bothered, I don't know, because I don't get any, like, what's it called? Because it's my channel. So I don't see any ads when I watch the videos back. But is it annoying? How did the videos even chop up? I'll probably do a whole video on this, but not in the live comments, in the actual comments below this video, guys and girls. Just let me know if like what videos or what adverts do you get? Or how is YouTube like trying to use you to advertise to you? I'm happy to shut the monetization off. I don't care about that stuff. I just want to make sure that you guys are having a good experience, getting good content. Hopefully, I'm mildly entertaining, hence the douchebag. The douchebag Fridays. But I think the content that we put out, I know the content that we put out is the best. It's the best. It's world class. It's at the very, 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 very top of the spear. And there's a few other entities that might put out similar content. There are good content. Let's retract that. There are a few other entities that put out excellent content also, but ours, there's none better. There's equally as good, but there's none better. And there's a lot of bigger channels out there that put out a lot of bullshit and a lot of shit, a lot of crap, a lot of fake information, a lot of false stuff, and a lot of things that will actually be dangerous and not help you at all. So what we try and do here is we just try and give you honest, transparent content. Where I am the most honest man in fitness. And I say that very proudly because I'm on here every day live to you guys. No pre-reading questions, answering everything that comes up, trying to give you guys as much honesty and transparency and access to all the information I have. You never see me hold back on any question ever. I tell you exactly the truth and the answer. That's what this is about. Later, coach. Joey, appreciate Larry. Rich, hey, Mike, gotta flex Friday for the D-bag Friday. Bicep of truth must be known. Hell yeah, Mikey. Ahmed, are people born with knockout power, or can they train to get such power? I'd say both. I was born with it. I was just born with it, and not like, I'm not saying I'm the best fighter in the world, because that's certainly not true, but I've knocked out a lot of fucking people, and there's amazing, great fighters that have no knockouts on their records. It has to be like a TKO of almost like volume punching. There's no better, there's no worse, and each is different, right? It's being like, short or tall, or strong or fast, or whatever it is. But though there are some people who are just born with it. They just have that flash in their hands, but it will always be made better though. Louis, none better. That's a fact. I appreciate that. Howard, hit that. What are you talking about? Richung, why are you awesome? You got to go back. So you want to find out why I'm awesome? Just go listen to the first 5 minutes of this video and you will learn why I'm so fucking awesome. I'm so awesome. You don't even understand how awesome I am. You guys have no idea. The level of awesomeness that I have is it's incredible. Spencer, good day, big man. Down 24 pounds in following Living Lean cookbook. Had to change my morning steady state cardio from walking to biking. My energy has gone through the roof. Awesome. Spencer's down 24 pounds following our Living Lean cookbook. The Living Lean program is a part of the DOLCEdiet.com. You actually can get the 12-week bundle of 3 weeks to shredded and Living Lean. It's a 12-week program. You get a bonus week of 3 weeks of shredded. So you get 4 weeks of shredded, 8 weeks of Living Lean. And shit, we got Spencer, who's already down 24 pounds. What? Why not? I now have 6-week holiday.